Evan, that was
You
absolutely
around, man.
fucking disgusting. I can't believe I just watched that. What the fuck? That was actually fucking like.
Damn, this guy is fucking
Dude,
hard.
that was
Alright, calm down. This is not another montage video. I don't really have a stockpile of non-copyright music lying around, so I can't really do a lot of those. Anyway, apparently after my last video, my friends were saying that the video was too clickbait. There really wasn't any how-tos on Omen and didn't have any tutorials or walkthrough. Okay, alright, I get it. But I am not a Valorant university, so relax. So today, I thought we'd do a beginner tips and tricks on Omen. Now this is a beginner's guide. So, personally think we should focus on his TP and his smokes because I think that's probably the most important thing that he could use in infiltrating the site and winning the game, getting picks, making highlights. Now if you want a more in-depth guide on Omen and his full kit, subscribe to my OnlyFans on you. that was a joke, please don't. I do not have an OnlyFans, but make sure to tell me in the comments below. Let's get started. First ability, which is on my Q bind, is the TP. Think it's about 16 meters far. Basically what it does is whatever direction you want to go to, up or down, as long as you can actually look at it, click, and then it teleported into the direction you want to go to. Basically, even if I can't see where I'm going, but I'm looking towards it, I can TP to where it is without line of sight. That is probably the most important thing you need to know when comboing these two things, because that is how you can really confuse people and get angles that they wouldn't know. Shoot when they're right here. Oh my god, where is he? And I'm right behind him. Ace. Anyway, next one. Smokes. Well, it's paranoia, which is the E. We're not gonna go through that today. First one, smokes. It's a smoke. I don't know how to describe that anymore. But the important thing is this smoke has clear visibility once you get in here. Yeah, outside you don't see it, but the second you get in there, you can see anything that's going on. This is probably a good and a bad thing, but we'll get through that later. Anyway, so how to control the smoke. First, press the keybind that you have for the smokes to activate it. Now to move it farther, you have to press right and control it, and it's just gonna keep going farther until max distance, and it tells you, right, with that green bar. If you're gonna pull it back closer, press the keybind that you have it originally to activate it, and it'll bring it closer. Now you see that green dot over there? That indicates if it's gonna detonate on top, on the surface that you want it on, or below it. This is generally a no-no, because if you do this, well, that's literally nothing. Who's blocking this? Like, if someone is on top of this box, and you have this aimed all the way down. Hey, what's up, motherfucker? Bang, 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 bang. It's useless, right? So, that green arrow, that green indicator is probably your best friend, right? And you're gonna see in a few tips that I have on how to take control of a few of these sites with the smokes that it's very important, because it messes it up and you have to wait 30 seconds, right? So when you throw this out, your ability actually replenishes, right? So you can carry 2 smokes maximum, and when you use one, you lose a charge, and immediately it counts down 30 seconds. Now I know it shows that I have 2, but that's just because I have cheats on. if I actually want to take it out, because you guys were like, whoa, you have a full ability. Okay, alright, we're gonna do it like an actual simulation. Throw it out. Now you see, I lose a bar. Now it says 2 seconds, but in general it's usually 3, right? So, again, throw it out. Now it's a 30-second countdown timer. I still have one more smoke, but to get a second one, I have to wait that duration, right, for that cooldown. So, important thing about this, if you want to control it, you can usually toss it wherever you want, but if you want to toss it somewhere, you know, on a higher ground, making sure you need to see that green indicator goes up, right? And that wherever that smoke is going, right, you know that it's on a surface that's higher than just ground zero. Because if I'm looking at that box, if I look at the top left corner, there's a box right there, and my arrow is still somehow on the ground. That means it's not going to go anywhere. See how it just went up? If I look down, it's going to go down, right? If I look a little bit more to the left, that means it's going to go on top of that box. If you want to see how it sits right on top of the box instead of somewhere here or here, it's actually right on top. That just takes practice and training and understanding the map, because if I can do this right, I can do this seeing. But the great thing about smoking with Omen is that I can do it through the wall. So if I can control this, I have no charges because you don't want me to cheat. Anyway, back to the cheats. So if I can control it, pull it up. Now I see on my minimap it's on that box, right? Now I make sure I look up, see that green, toss it up. It detonates. Now it's on top of that box. You see how it's actually on top, and you can, if you were to teleport on top,
cover going out.
Basically encompasses the whole box. Or if I kind of do it wrong and I misfire and now it's on the bottom, if I TP on top of this box, I have no full cover. And now someone from here, here, maybe even here can kill me. So, the important thing is understanding that when you control this, depending on where you're looking, that's where it's gonna essentially sit. And if you look up, you can control where it goes, right? So wherever you're looking, that's where he's gonna shoot it. And then once it detonates, it's gonna go where that arrow is pointing, right? So if I look up, toss it up, it explodes, it's slowly gonna come down. I think that is probably what we have for beginners. Again, yes, I understand that we have your E, right, this is your paranoia, but I think your Q and your smokes is probably your bread and butter. It's probably a little bit easier to use and combo together. And so, you know, we can leave the paranoia for a little bit more of an advanced guide because it is harder to hit and get someone. Now we get into the fun stuff. I get you just one clip. I'm just show you one juicy way to take split mid, right? Literally this map, no one cares about A, right? It's either everyone's just bum rushing B tunnels, or everyone's going mid, snipe, right? Now here's the best part. Guaranteed 100% every round, there's gonna be a monkey inside this room. So let me show you how I take over using Omen with this clip.
Come on, let's go! Cover going out. You were a mistake.
So, now did you see that, right? I literally get 2 picks at the start of the round. Now it's a 5v3. I mean, how much easier can it be to win that round, right? Basically, what I would do, so we're basically blocking here, right? Walls are up, can't push. Once it's up, maybe there's a raise or someone, so I just kind of wait for any grenades to be thrown out or whatever bullshit. Now after everything's done, I set it up. I make sure when I'm throwing this, so if you look at the top of my minimap, when I'm throwing this out, I'm making sure that this smoke is barely blocking right? The corners or the sides, I don't know what the but basically the smoke is barely touching that door, right? And I'm making sure that the corners of this square, right, where the actual smoke is, that those corners closer to the smokes are actually free. It's not inside the smoke, right? Because when I throw this out and I throw a cover smoke right here so I can rush the ramp, then I'm running in here, right? And I'm right here and I'm teleporting to that corner, right? And I'm here before this happens, and this before it successfully happens. There's gonna be someone here or here when I throw those smokes, or maybe even here, but I don't know how low your IQ has to be to think that's a good corner. But basically, when this smokes goes out, right? Look at my minimap. When I leave that out, this corner is still free, right? So someone who gets kind of a sense of security that they're fine here, and also here, right? So if I throw this a little bit better, when I go in here, I still see these outlines of the door, and then someone's right here thinking that they're fine, right? Because camping corner Kathy feels like he's covered, right? So throw the smokes right here, leaving the two corners open, but the door kind of barely touched, so you have some guidelines. Throw a cover smoke and essentially run in. You see those corners, TP into the corner, and now someone's either kind of, in here waiting for this smoke to come out, or they're literally right here waiting for the smokes to come out too. So you're essentially teleporting somewhere here where you're directly right behind them. And now you get a pick, maybe even two if someone's here, and now you can push A or B, which one you feel like. I think that is basically all I have for you. Again, please, if you guys enjoy this, I do have been planning. What just happened to my English? I have been practicing a lot in customs, kind of practicing how Omen can do some of these takes, so I can get some picks and then open up basically the map so that my teammates can just push whatever. And I've been practicing different pushes for different maps. If you want to see that specifically for Omen and how I kind of go about pushing and getting those picks, yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe and comment. I know who in the comments are my friends. So, if you're someone who's new and actually just stumbled upon this video and you're like, yo, this is actually pretty helpful, leave it in the comments. And maybe it wasn't as helpful. Tell me how it could be more helpful. Tell me what you want to know and what tricks you want to know, right? I've been playing Omen for basically 5 days straight, so I probably have around 25 to 40 hours on Omen ever since I unlocked them. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. See ya.